Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. So it's an affiliate and Amazon Associates business created in April of 2017 in the home, hobbies, and technology niches. The average monthly revenue for the business is $9,658 and makes an average of $8,654 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are domain and all site content and files, social media accounts and pages, which are Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, affiliate relationship, contractor and employee relationships, and an additional unused domain. So for everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 56975 to learn more about the business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a brief overview of the business for sale. Let's hear from the seller with me today. So welcome to the show, Brandon. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to learning more about you and your business. So can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses to start us off?
Sure. So about 15, 16 years ago, I'm still in high school then, and I was learning about building websites for a gaming team. And I quickly discovered that people were making money from ads on their websites. And I went down and looked at these internet marketing forums. One of them was Digital Point, and I started learning about SEO and affiliate marketing. And it really got me intrigued, and I had some early success. But eventually I went on to a different career path after high school. I was trying to actually be a professional tennis player, and that didn't quite work out. So I then took on a normal job. I worked in a factory for a couple of years and I hated it. So I was looking again back into internet marketing, and I started learning again through different blogs and podcasts, and eventually started my own sites back in 2017, and this was one of them that took off.
Very cool. And I don't know if this is going to be difficult to answer without revealing too much, but did you choose this niche based on, I guess, research, or was there some kind of personal interest? Yeah. How did you go about niche selection?
Yeah. So back then when I was doing more research about the industry, one of the blogs was Niche Pursuits that I was following, and they had the niche site affiliate case study. And Amazon Associates was a big way to make money then. And I was doing a lot of research trying to find an uncompetitive niche that had high-paying products. And this is one of the obscure niches that I found. And I knew right away that it had big potential, that I could get a site going to $10,000 in revenue per month from it, because I knew the products were high-paying and there was a smaller niche site ranking that didn't have great content. I knew the person wasn't a native English writer, and I knew if I put out some quality content with an expert in the field that could actually do some proper testing, that the site could gain some traction. And I invested heavily in content and then links, and things did really well that way.
Yeah, very cool. And before this recording, we were talking about 4 months ago, you were considering selling, but the business just did really well. And it's just grown since then. So you were able to sell it for a better price. So why are you deciding to sell now instead of keeping it even longer and growing it?
Yeah, it's got to a point where I'm really happy with the final valuation, and I'm ready to start a new business. I want a new challenge. And I know that it's making a lot of money now, can keep growing, and the valuation will keep increasing. But yeah, I'm happy with where it's at, and I think it's a great deal for me and for a buyer. And about 4 months ago, I got really rewarded with another Google update. Like, my hard work paid off, and now that the valuation's increased, I'm ready to sell it.
Oh, very nice. It's always nice to hear the stories where that goes in one's favor. So you spent a few years building up this site. During that time, what did you learn from building this that just seemed to work?
I think quality content is a big thing, and creating that topical relevance. I always create these clusters of around the big buying guides that I create, at least 2 or 3 different supporting articles to every buying guide to try and boost it in the rankings. That really creates that content cluster that helps these money posts rank. And then I'll get the links going and make sure that the links are really high quality. I always use guest posts, and I always vet each site that I'm posting on or buying links from, making sure that they have traffic at least maybe around 2,000 visitors per month through Ahrefs, and then that around at least DR40, and that they're not already linked out to lots of other sites that are paying for guest posts, so that keeping everything really high quality from content and backlinks.
That's awesome detail. So was there anything during this time that you tried with this business that didn't work out?
I wouldn't say there's something that didn't work, but I would say that I had trouble with site speed early on. I think you need to make sure that when you're building a site from here on, that you're building the foundations correctly beforehand, that your technical SEO is on point, which includes your site speed. So make sure you're choosing a page builder and a theme that's clean and fast from the start.
Okay, so you've built the site up to the point where it is now. Can you describe the amount and the type of work you do on this business for maintenance?
Yeah, so once a month I'll post a new article. I'll send it off to either a content agency or a writer that I've hired who's worked with the site since it was started. They'll send me back an article and I'll format it, edit it, and publish it. And that only takes about 5 to 10 hours. And then I'll also buy about 2 guest posts per month. And that's about it. If an article needs to be updated, I'll make that happen. And if somehow it hasn't happened lately, but if there's any ranking fluctuations, then I'll go through Surfer and update any articles that way as well.
Got it. And was that 5 to 10 hours per week, or was that per month?
Yeah, I just wrote 5 hours per week, but most of that time now is me just checking analytics and commissions, just making sure everything is running smoothly and just researching other websites just because I'm interested in it, other competitors. But yeah, it only needs 1 article per month and a couple of backlinks. So some people might only spend 5 hours a month. Some people might spend 5 hours a week.
Yep, sounds perfect. Just wanted to clarify. Okay, so if you were to hold on to the business, what are some ways you'd try to grow it?
So I'd look at adding display ads to the website. I haven't done it yet because I'm worried about site speed, but if someone has more experience in that department, then they can make use of them. And I'd also look at adding more buying guides. There's one in particular that could be very rewarding for the new owner. There's an affiliate program attached to one of these articles that pays 10% on a $600 product. So if it doesn't sell, I'll actually be putting that article up very shortly. I'll create it and publish it soon. And you could also look at doing conversion rate optimization. I haven't performed any tests on the website, so there might be some quick wins there.
Very nice. And along with opportunity comes risk. So what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Sure. So definitely it's Google. The ranking fluctuations can go wrong and they can go right. Unfortunately, it was the end of 2019, start of 2020 that I got hit in a Google update, but it recovered quite fast and things are on an upward trajectory at the moment. So they're looking good.
Nice. Yeah, that's always good to see how a website reacts through the algorithm updates. All right. So finishing up here with a few housekeeping questions. How much support are you willing to offer a buyer?
I can offer the standard, which is 2 Skype calls and 30 days of email support. If anyone needs any more help, I can definitely offer that too.
All right. Sounds good. And would you commit to a non-compete?
Yeah, I'm happy to commit to a non-compete.
Okay. And are you open to something like an earnout?
Yeah, I'd definitely prefer a cash offer, but if someone wants to make a different kind of offer, I'd be happy to look into it.
Okay. And last 2 questions. Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
So I think it's great for beginners all the way through advanced website owners that have a team behind them, because beginners can just sit on it and earn a passive income, and people with some more experience and team behind them can come in and really scale a website, increase revenue by adding more content and adding the display ads. So there's potential there for anyone who wants to come in and earn a passive income with a little bit of work, or just sit on it and not worry about doing too much.
Yep. Nice. All right. And the last question is there anything you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
I recently posted a buying guide that promotes one of the product that I get a commission for from a private e-commerce store, and I get a 20% commission on this product, and the prospective buyers can see that revenue is quite high at the moment. And on this new buying guide, it's only been up for about 3 or 4 months, and it nearly hit $1,000 last month, and it should exceed that in the next few months. So that's got a lot of potential still. The rankings are still climbing on that one. So it's one there that's growing, and then I think that's about it.
Wow. That's awesome to hear. 20% and that the sales are growing. Well, I think that is a perfect place to wrap this up. So, Brandon, thank you very much for sharing your story and joining us on today's episode. I hope your business is purchased in the near future and by the right buyer.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 56975. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you unlock this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.